COVID-19. What is it and how has it affected? My name is Elida Pequeño and I'm going to talk about what is it. Most people infected with the COVID-19 virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. Older people and those with underlying medical problems like diabetes or cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. COVID 19 is contagious before symptoms appear, which is why so many people get infected. Common signs of infection include fever, coughing, and breathing difficulties. In severe cases, it can cause pneumonia, multiple organ failure, and death. Infected patients can be also asymptomatic, meaning they do not display any symptoms despite having the virus in their systems. The World Health Organization declared the virus a pandemic on March 11 and said it was deeply concerned by the alarming levels of spread and severity of the outbreak. Also, they recommend basic hygiene such as regularly washing hands with soap and water and covering your mouth with your elbow when sneezing or coughing.
Hello, my name is Joanna and I'm going to be explaining the way the COVID-19 affect me. First of all, in the academic area, I think it became a little bit more difficult because sometimes it's hard to understand clearly the class contents and sometimes the devices or even the network can cause connection problems at the time of a session. Also, exams became a lot more difficult and I don't even want to mention the homework we got because of this pandemic because in that matter we've been affected drastically. But in the other hand, in the personal way, I've been affected in my emotional stability and also my hours of sleep are being affected. And finally, I think my interpersonal relationships are being affected by the distance and the lack of communication.
Hello, my name is Cesar Leal, and I'm going to talk about how COVID 19 affected my life. COVID 19 has affected my daily life because when the virus didn't exist, I used to attend my family or friends. However, since the contingency began, nothing has been the same because by prevention, we stopped seeing each other. I have also felt a big change in class as I feel that in a face-to-face everything was more interactive and in this new modality that it has caused us all to get used to. I think the way to learn is more difficult for the instructors that exist in home. When before I could easily go to my faculty library where I was calmer and could concentrate better. Being on the computer for very long times has also been very tired because not being used to it makes my head hurt sometimes.
Hello, my name is Ruby and I will be talking about how the pandemic affected me. I think that online classes affect me more because now it's harder to understand them and there is more homework. Online classes make everything feel more difficult. I am spending all my day sitting in front of the computer. I am starting to feel like I'm going to lose my back. Also, my sight was affected because the online classes require a lot of time on the computer, so as a consequence, I have to wear glasses. Now, talking about my life outside university, the pandemic has affected my communication with my friends. Although there are many social networks to stay connected, it's more difficult to talk by text. It's just not the same.
Hello, my name is Fernando Villarreal and I will tell you a little about how the pandemic has affected my life. I can safely say that the quarantine caused by the COVID caused me a bit of anxiety, since I spend every day at home and I don't see that this is going to end anytime soon. Besides, studying online is stressful for me because I spend a lot of time in front of the computer, either taking classes or doing my homework, which combined with the confinement has made it more difficult to live in this new normality. The pandemic also directly affected my social life and I not only talk about going out with my friends, I talk about all the activities that I stopped doing to respect the quarantine, such as going to the gym or visiting my family. Although not everything has gone wrong, since I spend more time with my family, I think we have bought it a little more.
Hello, my name is Jose Luis, and in my personal case, I've been affected in the way that I haven't been able to see my grandparents in 5 months. I really miss them so much, and I really hope that they are okay. Another way in which it affected me is that my summer holidays were postponed, and that brought us a lot of problems because they didn't want to give us the money back, and instead of that, the plane wanted to charge us extra money for changing the date, and we still don't know if we can go at some next day. And to conclude this, the best way to prevent and slow down the transmission is to be well informed about the coronavirus or COVID 19, the causes and how it spreads. Protect yourself and others from infection by washing your hands or using alcohol based rub frequently and not touching your face. We will get through this. Goodbye.